authentic answers. Manchester United 4, Sheffield United 2. Another game where United struggle and make hard work for themselves against a team that, on paper, they really should be beaten, especially at home. And especially after the silly mistakes that they made in the Coventry game, letting a team to come back from 3-0 to 3-3. I was expecting a more dominant performance, and once again, United let me down. I'm always optimistic when it comes to United because I know what they're capable of. They're more than capable of playing the way they need to play. Granted, you can't win every game, but games like Coventry and Sheffield United, that should be a given for United. Didn't start off well yet again. United season, that has basically been United season. 1-0 down, first half. Onana mistake, somebody that I thought was actually doing all right. He's made a few saves, but these are the little mistakes that he makes that are always going to put question marks over him. Harry Maguire managed to level it 1-1 against his old club. Nice little header. VAR said it was onside, which obviously it was. A few chances in the first half. I thought Garnacho definitely should have scored one of them. But that's what it is with United. They're not clinical. They're not lethal. Coming out for the second half, I'm thinking that cool. United are definitely they're gonna kickstart. Same thing. Letdown. 2-1. Diaz scores, and you're like, what is going on? It's just too easy to score against Man United right now. It's too easy. Whether you're top of the league, bottom of the league, you're in the Championship, people can score against Manchester United. Bruno did manage to level it up 2-2 from a penalty. Dalot did also score already, but they gave the penalty. And then a long-range effort from Bruno made it 3-2. Then United started to kick in. And then Højlund obviously finishing it off, getting the fourth goal, which he needed because he hadn't scored in 6 games. I don't think he's even had a shot on target for the last 5. So I think that will definitely do him some confidence. Speaking of confidence, somebody that I'm always very critical of, Bruno Fernandes. This is the type of performance that I know he's more than capable of doing. Granted, it is Sheffield United. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. But at the same time, this is what he needs to do week in, week out. We see him do it for Portugal. We remember the Bruno that first come to Man United. And this is what we want to see. I said to the group chat, like, this is... Bruno, for me, felt like the only person that something was going to happen from. Like, nobody else was on levels. Going back, sorry. You see, Anthony. These are the opportunities where you think, okay, Rashford's not playing, so you now have an opportunity to play. I don't know what it is with him right now, but he's absolutely shook to do anything. He doesn't want to take a man on. He doesn't want to shoot. He doesn't want to cross the ball. So what are you doing? You bring absolutely nothing to the table, but yet I'm still never going to understand what Ten Hag saw in him to bring him to United. Obviously, he can't help the fee he got bought for, but come on, 85 million. And I think someone sent me something. Ben White has actually got more goals and assists than him, which is a right back. Like, come on. But yeah, I thought Anthony was poor. To be honest, other than Bruno, no one really seemed like they was at it yesterday. But listen, we just gotta take it for what it is right now. Hopefully United can maybe put on a little run going forward. The games that they've got are winnable, are around the teams at the lower end of the league. Obviously, they do have some couple big games coming up, but that's like later on. Tottenham obviously have a few big games coming up. So 5th place may be a bit too far, but you just never know in football. And this game was definitely an opportunity for United to get the goal difference out of minus, man. Man United cannot finish the season with the goal difference being minus. Wanted to give a big shout out as well also to Garnacho. He's definitely somebody that he's still raw. I feel like he's still a lot that he needs to learn, but you can see that his intentions is always forward. You don't really get that with Anthony, and you see it with Garnacho, whether he's on the left wing or he's on the right wing, he's always going to try something where I don't think that United actually have that type of threat. elsewhere. Yeah, it was just one of those games. It was like you can't be too happy because it's Sheffield United, but a win is still a win. And to be honest, yeah, it probably does show a bit of character that they can come back from being behind. But that's the thing, United just need to stop being behind in games. Just win. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just that game, pardon me, sorry. That game really and truly should have just been 4-0. But positives, hopefully, Bruno can continue this run that he's on. I think he scored 7 in the last 10. So we'll take that. Obviously, Hoyland has now scored, so hopefully that now brings him some confidence. Kobbie Mainoo, I think he had a solid game. Didn't really do much, but on paper he did get an assist. Casemiro at the back, again, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but when you have no defenders, what can you do? Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Dalot, still not really the answers, but will have to do for right now. Harry Maguire is definitely doing what we all probably thought he should be doing. Like when he's at England, this is the type of performances that we see from him. So big up Harry Maguire. And yes, big up to the young gun. I forgot his name that came on, the 250th Academy player from United. So yeah, it was good to see a few new players come through. Don't know who's the next game, but hopefully United can push forward. Yeah, man. What is this going to lead for Ten Hag's future? Apparently, there's going to be a pay cut for Ten Hag and some of the players because they're not going to finish in the top 4, which I think is warranted. So, yeah, man. Let me know your thoughts. Manchester United, Sheffield United. Is it typical United? Yeah, man. Authentic answers. Peace.